Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play The Sims 3 Showtime and Seasons. Yes, it's part 2, it's update number 2 of the new game. And here we are, just after the stroke of midnight, on the roof with Johnny 5. Well, I have a bit of a confession to make, and I have a decision that I have taken, and I know this decision might upset a few people. You see, we have one member of this family who's endured the test of time. He started out in Ambitions in Late Night. He moved on to Generations and Pets, and he's springboarded into Showtime and Seasons. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. 5, Mr. Johnny 5, who has seen 3 generations of the Joneses come and go, and he's still here himself. He's been part of the Joneses family for so long. Until today. You see, Johnny 5 has provided for his family in the role of housemaid when he first started out, almost like treated like a servant when he was first on the scene, and then he became much loved by everybody and sort of was allowed to branch out. He became a writer, wrote many hit books, and is still collecting royalties from them books today. He then became quite a proficient painter. Some of his paintings selling for quite a pretty penny, and some of those he's kept and decorates his bedroom with. But there comes a time when people pass on. People die. Mr. 5 is still alive. He's not going anywhere. He's not dying just yet, I don't think. But he's retired now. No longer writing books, only painting for fun. He's got a new goal in life. I think it was back in Ambitions in Late Night he ended up with a very quick and brief love affair before the family were whisked away to Appaloosa Plains. And now again here, he's trying to make a go of it with old Kerry Casimir here. So he has decided the Joneses, in terms of Maya and Ethan, need to stand on their own 2 feet. You see, neither of them have a job, and they're living their life in luxury, living off the inheritance of their grandparents and their parents, and they don't have to lift a finger. Mr. 5's royalties are keeping the family in check. Now, he doesn't resent that. That's just the way it is. But I'm sure Mikey and Evan and Jamie, God rest their souls, would like to see their daughter and granddaughter, respectively, pull their finger out a bit and make an impact on this world for either better off or worse. Not just lay about the house and doing nothing. So Mr. Johnny 5 is taking the decision to move out of the Joneses' household, let them crack on. They're soon to have a young baby. The house will be beginning to get a little bit crowded, and well, he wants to make a go of it with Kerry. So he's going to move out to his own pad, start afresh, and he's going to try and get Kerry to move in with him so that in the last few years of his life he can have his own little bit of happiness. And can we deny Mr. 5 that? I don't really think we can. So yes, it's going to be quite a sad time to see Mr. 5 go, but he's going to still be in the same neighbourhood. He's going to still be able to come over for chats and to catch up. It's just that he's not going to be living with us anymore. So Mr. 5, it's been a pleasure playing with you. Sounds very wrong, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. It's been a pleasure, and you've brought some spice to this LP. And, well, I think it's time that you had your own little bit of independence right now. So, what we're going to do, and I don't know how this is going to work. You're going to have to bear with me. I think we have to actually go to the Edit Town mode, is that right? Okay. Now, here we click on the family. Here we go, and we're going to go to Split Family. Is that right? Split Up Household. Now, Mr. 5 is going to go. Now, Snowy is his best friend, and I'm considering taking Snowy with him, but somehow it just doesn't seem right. So, Mr. 5, Johnny 5, is going to head out on his own with a bit of cash in his pocket and he's going to move into a new abode. So here we go. I'm going to place him somewhere that he can afford. Now he only has 16,000 to spend, I think. 16,500. So I'm going to have to find him a nice little beach house somewhere. There you go. Compact cottage, 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, overlooking the sea. Sounds like a perfect place for Mr. Five to start up his own little way in life. So I'm going to move him in. How do we do that? Mr. Five, place him in here. Okay, so that, my friends, is Shay 5, Mr. Five's own personal abode. Goodbye, Mr. Five. It's been an honour, sir. Right, and now we're going to continue with the Joneses. So how do we do that now? Okay, so we're back with the Joneses, and Mr. Five is gone. So there you go. Quite the shocker, eh? Nobody's safe. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes you need to do these things to spice up things. And yes, well, there you go. Consider the LP spiced up a little bit, eh? With the removal of a much-loved character. So let's press on with today's session. Ooh, what's this? Sending gifts to online friends. What's that all about? Send gifts to your online friends to... No, I don't want to know about that, thank you. Who's this? What in the blue hells is he doing diving in my pool? Are you a trespasser here? Jonas Cummings? This is not a public pool. What are you doing? Who's this walking around? Oh, it's Louis Wilkes. Where did he go? Louis, what you doing? Don't clean the toilet by hand. You've no magic, you silly genie. What is this? I'm losing track. Apparently he's got some spoiled food in his inventory, so we better take that out. He's got a spoiled wedding cake. We can sell for 20 simoleons. Alright. Just a quick spring clean. Excelente. And it looks like Louis is going to be the new man for the job when it comes to taking care of Snowy, eh? Now that Johnny Five's gone, it's going to be down to somebody to keep Snowy company. Speaking of which, I think Mr. Five is going to leave he's left his paintings behind, and he's left his bloody awards. He's done a bunk. In fact, he's done a bunk in the middle of the night without saying goodbye to any of the households. Such a tough decision to make. So emotional he was, he couldn't bear to say goodbye, so he just upped and left them when they were sleeping. When they wake up, they're going to get a nasty shock in the morning, eh? Right, anyway, Louis is going to make this his bed. He now gets the Johnny Five's former room, and but he's full of beans this morning. He's worked out, he's a bit sore and achy. What shall we have him do? I don't know. I think what we'll do is we'll let him do his own thing today. We'll see what he wants to do next. Who's this?
Whoa!
Hey.
Stewie!
Jonas! What's he moaning about? Jonas! What are you doing in the middle of the night, coming around ringing the doorbell?
Larko.
Hey, buddy. Looks like you've invited him in. How very strange. Ensorcel Sim, that sounds like a hoot. Oh, and now he's going. Hey, Stewie!
Lago ka. Oji boozy? Oh! Never
There's a good boy, eh? I wonder if Snowy knows if Mr. Five's missing. I bet we'll find out eventually. He's going outside to do a wee. Oh, look at that, we have him house trained finally, eh? Isn't that something? Praise for being neat and peeing outside. Oh, he's hungry as well.
Dibragoo. Dishwa.
Fill his bowl with with food, and let him engorge himself. Look at the house; it's all spick and span, all sparkling and spangling, eh? So, now that Mr. Five's gone, our resident chef and person that used to clean and cook and whatever else he used to do around here, that responsibility is now going to fall to Louis. Just what have you got yourself into, boy? You just never know, do you? In fact, do we have any leftovers? Fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. Sounds delicious. I don't suppose it's, yeah. I don't think it's going to be the right hour of the day for us to perform any sort of singing contracts, somehow. Gig schedule. Another suggestion that was made on my comments was to rename Louis and Ethan, because I think he's still called Louis Wilkes and Ethan's still called Ethan Parrott. So we're going to change their surnames to Jones. So we'll do that today as well. Right, and then we'll go for a quick toilet stop. Wash hands. Okay, I'll clean up after you, don't worry. The hand of God watches over you. Where's Snowy going? Oh, he's off to sleep again. I think the doorbell disturbed him. He got up, had a nosy, and, well, he's had his food, he's now off to bed again. Right, Louis. Once again, I shall let you crack on with what you want to do. Oh, everyone's moaning that they're hungry. Well, do something about it then, why don't you? Hey, don't moan at me. Eat leftover spaghetti and veggie sauce, and Maya is off to put away the newspaper. Well, don't do that, it's a waste of time. Why don't you have a nice, relaxing, soothing bath to, you know, soothe those aching joints of yours now that you're pregnant, and then you can go down and eat some leftover food for breakfast, eh? What shall Maya have for breakfast? Oh, leftover apple pancakes. Sounds marvellous. Louis off to play computer games. Suppose we'll let him off. So, Ethan. That's a good point. A couple of things. First of all, the introduction to this LP. Yes, there was an introductory video presented to me by King Tut, member of my forums, so thank you very much for providing me with that. And if any of you still want to make any introductory videos for The Sims 3 Showtime and Seasons, please feel free to send those in to me. Also, Now that Johnny Five has gone, this family has no means of income other than Louis' singing career. And a few of you were wondering, why did I choose Maya to sing? Why didn't I choose Louis for the magician career? It would make sense. Yes, it would make sense. But why stick to normality? Why do things that make sense? So, totally out of the blue, I made Louis a singer. Against the grain. He wanted to be a businessman. How very dull. So we're going to cancel that away. And Maya has no time to become a singer. She's going to be pregnant. Well, she is pregnant. She's probably going to have another child because people want to see 2 children rather than just the one we've had in the past. And she needs to master every musical instrument possible to become this one-man or one-woman band for her lifetime happiness reward. So she's going to be very busy, and therefore taking her through a career path is going to really be very difficult. So she's going to be a housewife, whereas Ethan Parrott, traits, yeah, couch potato. We don't have room in this family for couch potatoes, pal. The Joneses have been known for their hard work and their determination to succeed. So he wants to be a world-renowned surgeon. Remember Evan Jones? He became one. Can Ethan follow in his grandfather-in-law's footsteps? I don't think so. He is a coward and therefore probably doesn't like needles, probably doesn't like blood, and is not the best person to be a doctor. But if it's what he wants, it's what he's going to get. So this morning, once he's eaten his food, he is going to get a job. Yes, indeed. No room for slackers round here, pal.